What's up, everyone? Hello and welcome to this edition of the Toy Room Renovation right here on the Slam Sessions on YouTube. I'm your host, Albert Albanese, and this is another exciting week where, once again, I'm going through my toy room and finding some more spaces to put up some more figures. So, the positive thing is that I know that for a couple of weeks I've been saying, hey, I might be able to figure out a way to put up another shelf. Well, I did. I finally figured it out. So that's one of the things that we have for updates this week. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. But we also have some purchases. So this is going to be a small week in purchases, but hopefully I'll be able to put out some more figs and change my display around a little bit. So yeah, it's looking to be a pretty good week this week. I didn't get the major things that I needed to get done finished yet because that's still going to take time, but at least I got started in the right direction. So with that being said, let's talk about what's new in my collection this week. All right, so the first addition to my collection this week is this new Target exclusive Legends D'Lo Brown. This is actually the Chase variant version of the D'Lo Brown that recently came out. So I think that I made mention on one of the streams prior to this that I didn't know if I was going to get this D'Lo Brown or not. Really, the only thing I needed was the Chase. So this is the Chase. I was lucky enough to grab it from someone who was selling it. As you can see, it comes with the chest protector and it comes with the Nation of Domination hat. Obviously, that's just added value. This figure was from later in D'Lo's career after the Nation of Domination. This was around the Eurocontinental Championship run. So, this is a nice addition. I'm going to figure out where exactly I'm going to put this with everything, but I like D'Lo. I'm a big D'Lo guy. So I figure if I have the Nation of Domination D'Lo, got to have this D'Lo as well. And my other purchase this week is this Target Greatest Hits Edition Terry Funk. So as you can see, there's Terry with his branding iron, the ECW World title. Comes from alternate hands as well. So I had to grab this Terry because, this is ECW Terry Funk. I love this gear. It's just, classic Terry Funk from the later stages of his career. He comes with the bandana and the branding iron. Like I said, the ECW title. On the back, there you go. It says titles ECW champion. Of course, we know he was also NWA champion. So it talks about how the 50-year-old the 50-year-old branding iron wheeling brawler lived up to his hardcore reputation by moonsaulting off ladders and winning the ECW championship. So you can see this was in a series with Terry Funk, Honky Tonk Man, Ultimate Warrior, British Bulldog, and Bruno Sammartino. But Bruno Sammartino was actually pulled from this. He's going to be put in the regular line. I also ordered, and I should have by next week, this British Bulldog. So this series is really cool. I love the artwork of Terry Funk here on the back. Let's take a look again at the figure, though. This is really just an awesome figure. The face scan looks great. The branding iron looks really cool. The ECW Championship looks really cool. This was a must-get for me. This will go on the ECW shelf, even though there's no room on there right now. Terry and Cactus both have to get on there at a point. All right, so the first big change I made this week was putting up a new shelf, and this is the Women's Royal Rumble winner shelf as of right now. So, as you can see, there were 6 winners of the Women's Royal Rumble, and each one of them has a figure representation up here right now. You can see Charlotte in the back with Ronda and Rhea, who was the most recent one, and we have Bianca, Becky, and Asuka. So, I put them up there now, as obviously, like I said, I have a shelf above it right here of every men's Royal Rumble winner, and that's going to need to be expanded. So I figured what I'll do is I'll put this one up here, and I'll probably put some of these down here. As a matter of fact, while we're here, remove this Brock down here for right now because this shelf is a little bit crowded. So yeah, so that's what we looked at, what we're looking at so far. I'll probably add Cody on here once I get a new one, or I figure out what I'm going to do with the ones that I have. So yeah, this is what we are looking at right now. There's another shelf to be added on here, and I think it really is going to be awesome that now the women have the representation on the Royal Rumble winner shelf. All right, so I also inserted this D'Lo Brown into the Attitude Era shelf. I know that was a little bit, this is about 99. This is a little bit before I think the APA actually even formed, because I'm actually currently watching old like 1999 WWE Raw. The APA isn't even around yet. So this D'Lo kind of fits in right around the same time period. I think he fits in well with everybody there. I like this little APA backstage Attitude Era kind of a thing. So I'm kind of glad that I have it up here. But D'Lo kind of fits in really well. All right, and here is the new Raw setup. As you can see, there's Big Sid in there, and Vader over there as well. Mr. Perfect there on all the way on the right. So this looks pretty good, but there was an opening in there because what I did is I transferred Yokozuna down to this shelf. I know I'm not supposed to really be editing this, and I'm probably should be keeping guys together that are going to stay where they are. But whatever. I think the red Yokozuna is coming out pretty soon, and I'll replace that Yoko with the woman in the red, and then I'll move this back up to the Raw set. But I think, I just wanted to have him, recognized as being a World Heavyweight Champion, have him on the Hall of Champions shelf as of right now. As you can see from the last time, I made some changes, moved some people around, got some more people up there, so I can fit a few more on both shelves. So you can see they're pretty full right now, and there are the remainder. So it looks like I'll fit all of the guys in there. Then there are these guys over here that are just waiting to go on another shelf. So, I got a lot of time, left to go, and I got a lot of things to do. So, I can see, as you can see here, these are all the World Heavyweight Champions. That's this shelf over here, and, these guys would also be added into there. So, a lot of work to still do, but it's starting to come along. All right, and I made one more change. So I actually updated the current WWE roster shelf to put the Bruce Peck Cody up there, because it kind of makes sense. That's, he's currently on the roster. That is a very accurate representation of what he looks like, as of right now, of course, without the Bruce Peck. But I really like this figure and wanted to figure out a place to put it. So I figured I'll just put it in here next to his boy Main Event Jey Uso. And I also added the North American Championship to Dom, so that the Judgment Day is drenched in gold. So now, as you guys can probably are thinking, well, Albert, what did you do with the Cody that was over here? Well, give me a quick second, and I'll show you. So I put that Cody that I had up there on the Royal Rumble shelf. So as you can see, Cody, now winner of the Royal Rumble, goes up on the Royal Rumble shelf. So as you can see, this is, a work in progress, and it's going to take a little while to kind of get everybody there. I have a pretty good amount of Royal Rumble winners up here, but there are multiple winners. So I think I mentioned this the other week. I'm going to need 2 other Austins. I'll need another Hogan, another Shawn Michaels, if I'm not mistaken. I think I only have one up here. Yeah, you can see he's back here. So I'm going to need another Shawn Michaels. So obviously, I'm going to need more figures to add to this, so it makes sense that we have this other shelf so I can start adding on to that. But as of right now, this is what we're looking at, and I'm really liking it. There's both of them at one time. So with some of the women coming off of this miscellaneous shelf, I added some more. So as you can see, I put the Ultimate Warrior up there. I put that's Undertaker Ultimate Edition in the back on this miscellaneous shelf. So the idea is that I realized that Undertaker doesn't fit into the championship showcase at all. He didn't really win the world title during that phase of his career. So I decided to kind of just keep him there. I have a Ministry of Darkness Undertaker that's very similar to this also. So it doesn't really go on the Ministry of Darkness shelf. So I'm probably just going to integrate him into one of the other shelves, as I go along, maybe like a little bit before the Attitude Era. So probably somewhere in this area here, probably fit into this time frame, maybe a little bit, maybe it would be a little bit after this. So, maybe somewhere in this vicinity, maybe it'll be a little bit after that. So I'd have to figure out exactly where to put it. So as you can see, I don't know where I'm putting it. So that's why I put him on the miscellaneous shelf. I also put the Ultimate Warrior retirement figure up there because I think that's just a really cool figure and a moment in time. So yeah, that's this random miscellaneous shelf as of right now. All right, and that wraps things up for this week. So as you can see, I got some stuff done. I put some stuff away, put up a new shelf, so things are starting to take shape here. Things are starting to get a little bit better. I really cleaned the crap out of this place last week, and I'm going to do a little bit more of that today before I go. So that's another thing. The idea is to get this place as straightened up as humanly possible over the next couple of weeks so that I can do another tour. Because the idea is that I made so many changes, I think that a new tour is kind of due. But I got to get this place a little bit cleaned up before I take you guys on a tour up here. So I'm going to work on that a little bit before I go. And then, I'm going to do my best to next week. I know for a fact I have 2 things coming in next week. One pretty big size order, 1 single item. So I'm excited for them. I'm excited to add some of them to my collection. I know exactly where some of them are going. So I'm really excited about that. But with that being said, I have to clean up here, get things a little bit, more straightened up, and then fold all my clothes and get my butt back home so I can have dinner and do my show. So I don't know if I've even plugged this yet, which is crazy because I've been doing it for a few months now. But if you like what you see here, but you're thinking about, hey, Albert, how come you don't talk about wrestling anymore? You're just talking about figures? Well, you're in luck, because every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm on the Positively Awesome podcast with my boys Jimmy, Bebe, and Tidy. So if you follow me on Twitter, you'll be able to see I retweet the link almost every week. So catch me there. If you guys want to see the show and you don't know how to get in touch with me, just let me know here and I'll drop a link to you guys so you guys can follow the show. But with that being said, I'm going to get straightened up and get ready to go. Thank you guys again, as always, liking, subscribing, watching. Thank you guys for, forgiving me for making some errors and, watching all the stuff that I put up there. I really appreciate you guys. You're the best. You make this all worth it. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. And I will do my best to keep bringing you quality content every week. But for now, that's it for this week. I'll see you guys next time.